It's not getting in your way, that camera, is it? The camera getting in your way at all? I'd just like to get some footage myself with that camera up this. Eventually we're going to have those two, the white ones, in action. But they need training first before they do it. Sorry? It's done remotely. Yeah, they do it themselves. Oh, wow. Wherever key motion lives.
Last week's fire with the Scorchers. Top in London Lions. I'm going to see our markers with some players. If you behind me, that's a big chance. Right now, we're going to do the job on that side. Make sure you back the boys in London. Let's get it.
What's his job for you?
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a very warm welcome to the Dragons Den. It was their response time to this evening's BBL Cup match between our visitors, the Bristol Flyers, and your very own Surrey Scorchers! The officials for this evening's game are Edward Lajansky, Guru Sejidabhan, and Michael Papanorami. Hazel Gray is scoring, Shona Harnett is keeping time, and Julie Allen is your 24-second shot clock operative. Siobhan Cara on stats, Dan's on music, and Ian is your MC Zenith. The Flyers are coached by the England Commonwealth Games coach Andreas Kapoulis, assisted by Nick Burns. Scorchers coached by Brian Raptopoulos, assisted by Julio Britti, Steve Crane, and Dave Adams. Now let's get the team started with our visitors from Bristol, and they now with number 0, Gentry Thomas. Number 1, Captain Daniel Itosi. Number 3, Fred Thomas. Number 4, Lewis Champion. Number 6, Jordan Nichols. Number 8, Josh Rogers. Number 9, Chris Taylor. Number 10, Rafael Thomas Edwards. 25, Marcus Delpesh. And 42, Levi Brown.
There's no room there because of that. You can move closer if
As this is our last home game before November the 11th, I would ask you please to stand if you're able and spend a moment remembering those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice in defending our freedom. Thank you.
Spotted Joel Freedom.
Where?
He's in the black jump over there with the white key.
BBL
Just behind the jump bench. He's got glasses on.
6.
Sorry, where am I looking?
Like, by the Scorchers banner.
Oh, yes, Pittsburgh P on the jump spot. All the best.
Double last week against London.
Hey, six back. Hey, come on, come on.
London was also mentioned in
You're playing. When I was a youngster, he was such a good player, Julio.
I played against him before. Well, like, in the park. I met him the first time in the park.
If we need to say anything you can't say on air, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta go. I need. Or if you want to make a note, thinking I've got to remember this. By all means. Are you a righty? Are you? Okay, that's fine. No, leave it. Fine. Hello and welcome to Surrey Sports Park for tonight's BBL Cup action between the hometown Surrey Scorchers and the visitors, the Bristol Flyers. Last time these two teams met, the Scorchers blew a big lead and the Flyers took the win in overtime. Can the Scorchers get some revenge tonight, or will the Flyers win again? Let's find out. Hello everyone, I'm Niall Gray. Delighted to be joined tonight by Scorchers forward Jeremy Nanton-Hamill. Welcome, Jeremy.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Now, obviously you're not able to play tonight. Just want to tell our listeners why you have to miss the game.
I am currently injured. I've got a hand injury and I should be out for another 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay. And are you really missing it?
Definitely. I can't even practice. All I've been doing is working out in the gym, keeping my fitness up, and watching the guys play is definitely exciting, but to not be on the court with the guys is frustrating for me as well.
Well, at least you're within a couple of feet of the bench tonight, because we are situated, our commentary position right by the Scorchers bench, so you probably will hear Coach Creon at some point during the game.
Definitely.
Of course, the big news for the Scorchers this evening is the signing on temporary contract of Ryan Richards. Ryan played here for a short spell last season.
Yeah, he did.
Did you play with him at all, or was you after joining?
No, I was currently still developing. I was the time he was here. It was about a month before I joined the team last year, and I got to practice with him every day. So it was a really good experience to play against that kind of caliber of player.
And what do you think he will bring to the Scorchers when he does arrive?
Definitely the first thing would be some height to our team and rebound. It will definitely help us rebound to our team. And he's a really good defensive threat. He can score from anywhere, so I think he'll be a really big asset for us.
You say he's got a very good, very good three-point shot as well.
Yeah, he's got a very good three-point shot, very reliable shot.
Right, well, we're just about to get underway. So obviously there's no Jeremy because he's here. We're also missing for the Scorchers. We are missing. Where are we? I'm looking at this. Sol Royce Tyson. Thank you, Jeremy. Point to the right player. And for Bristol Flyers, they are still without Panos Mayan-Dombe. So you see the fives coming to the floor. Adozie, Fred Thomas, Thomas Edwards, Gentry Thomas, and Lewis Champion for the Flyers. For the home side, it's Hawthorne, Teo, Skylar White, Marcus White, and Chip Flanagan. I knew I was missing someone there. So it's going to be Daniel Dozie to jump with Hawthorne. I hope you can hear us loud and clear at home. If not, let us know in the live chat. So we're just going to retake that. And it's the Scorchers who win it with Flanagan. Scorchers keep the ball round the outside. Marcus White, shot clock below 10. Teo on the wing, thinks about it. drives in the lane, puts out his left hand, rolls round, doesn't go, and Edozie collects the rebound. Fred Thomas, back his man down, goes up. There's a foul called. I think that's going to be set on Skylar White. Thomas hits the floor. Oh, it's on Flanagan. I do apologise. Thomas, okay. Just a quick question for you, Jeremy. Bristol would have played last night. Do you think that's going to affect them later on, playing a back-to-back?
Yeah, because they did play away yesterday as well, so they had all the travel time and they probably got back home late. So their sleeping time might have affected their sleep and stuff like that. But I think if they do the recovery right, they should be back in shape for next game.
Okay, Thomas hits the first point of the game. Do you think it might affect them later on down the line? Sometimes it affects teams like in the second half, doesn't it? Like fourth quarter, because they get tired. But
yeah, it might affect them towards the end of the game, because obviously the tiredness will start affecting them in the end. But I think if they recover right, they should be able to keep it up.
Deflection out of bounds. The Flyers made both free throws. They lead 2-0. Inbounds, Marcus White. Teo has it. Jump shot. Too strong. Lovely rebound for Flanagan. Marcus White jump shot misses everything. And the ball goes back to the Bristol Flyers. Hello to Dave Featherstone, the Mike Vigor fan club, watching the game this evening. So, Champion, defended by Flanagan, gives it up. Shot from the wing, no good. Flanagan has it, long pass for Teo to the hoop, doesn't go. Here come the Flyers the other way. Fred Thomas spots up, makes it. Flyers out to a 5-0 lead. Shot from the wing. Scorchers get another attempt. Call a foul against Teo and the Scorchers.
First foul against Teo, second against the Scorchers.
2 minutes, almost 2 minutes in, and the Flyers hold a 5-0 lead. Thomas to Champion. Shot from the corner. It's good. Rafael Thomas Edwards scores. It's 8-0 and the Scorchers want a timeout. Don't go away. We're back in just a moment.
Timeout requested by.
I'm getting a bit of. Can you hear it on your end?
No, I wasn't hearing on my end, no.
No, on me when I'm talking. Can you not hear it?
Oh, little.
It's like
Maybe a tiny bit, yeah, tiny bit, yeah.
Get rid of that.
I think it'll be alright. It's not that noticeable.
But it's all right. Everything all right so far?
Yeah, everything's going great. Yeah.
We'll go back and you're right for a few seconds. I'll
Okay. Yeah.
tell you when you go back. Don't worry.
Oh, it's gone. Oh.
Make sure you get involved with that. And how about Surrey Scorchers fans? Make some noise for the Scorchers back for your players. Let's get it.
Welcome back to Surrey Sports Park, where the visitors Bristol Flyers hold an 8-0 lead over the Surrey Scorchers. We're just 2 minutes and 6 seconds into the ball game.
It might be your phone.
Ball into Marcus White. Flanagan to Skylar White. Into the lane, step back, shoots from the free throw line. Too strong. Marcus White grabs the rebound, but unfortunately goes out of bounds. So Scorchers scoreless. Almost 2.5 minutes into the ball game. And one opportunity for the Bristol Flyers. What do you make of that, Jeremy?
That was a very tough shot, strong shot. Very good rebounding as well. He's one of the top rebounders in the league, so you got to expect him to gain all those offensive rebounds.
So the Flyers into double digits. Thomas Edwards at the line. Doesn't make it, but they're going to take the free throw again.
Stepped in too quick.
So a chance to make the Scorchers pay for that. Which he does. So Flanagan with the ball. Scorchers still looking for that first points of the game. Captain Teo Gandembi into the lane, backs his man down, fade away on the spin, no good. Rebound Gentry Thomas, Fred Thomas, sorry, goes baseline, reverse, oh it's lovely reverse from Fred Thomas. The lead is 13. Skylar White, outside, Hawthorne open. Shot does not go. Teo could not collect the rebound. Thomas to the basket, can't get it to go. Dozy to clean up. We'll see some subs come in momentarily for the Scorchers. They tried to get this offense going. Skylar White from the top, got it! Scorchers on the board, and that's what he does so well as a free, isn't it?
Yeah, very good three-point shooter. Can't keep your hands down on him.
Gentry Thomas. Stolen, Teo has it. Teo to the basket, off the glass and in. Pick 5 points for the Surrey Scorchers. The deficit is down to 10. Thomas. Oh, a nice little spin, goes to the glass, he's fouled and he's going to line for 2. So some much needed offense there, Jeremy, from the Scorchers.
Definitely, yes. Yeah, they got to get a little run to get themselves going. It's been a cold start so far.
And are you surprised to see so many changes in one go? Because we've got, obviously, Henry's Wilkins has come in, Kaelin's come in, and as is Adrian as well.
I think they just want to push the tempo, get the guys to get some good rest before to keep for the whole game and get some good energy, keep going.
1 out of 2 for Thomas at the line. It's 16-5 in favour of the Flyers. That's topless. To Keane, who had that big shot last week against the Lions. Kaelin loses it out of bounds. Turnover. Why we got a second? That shot last week that Adrian made against the Lions. Remember that one just in the final minute?
It was a
That
great
was a
shot.
tough shot, wasn't it?
Definitely tough shot, and a definitely needed shot. Gave us the game, gave us the win. And a lot of courage to take that kind of shot. That was a very tough shot as well.
Taylor. Fadeaway shot does not go. Skylar White has it for the Scorchers. Hamer topless up top. Continued the corner. Hawthorne has it baseline. Looks spin. Shot. Too strong. Thomas with the rebound. Long pass down the floor. And there's the finish at the basket. Marcus Depeche with the score. Flyers lead 18-5. We're just coming up to 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Skylar White shot off to the side. Kick ball violation. Just what a second. We have a celebrity in the house, a former player tonight, Jeremy. We'd like to tell the people watching who's in watching the game tonight.
Joel Freeland, former NBA player from the Portland Trailblazers. I believe he got drafted in 2010.
Played in EuroLeague as well. I think he's part of he was injured, but he's part of the team that won with CSKA Moscow.
Yeah, that's correct. After he left Portland, he went to CSKA Moscow. I believe that was 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's great to see him in the house tonight.
Very good.
So 18-5. Thomas moves up to 6 for this one. Flyers well in control, 21-5. Raf topless to the hoop, scores! Thomas, lay out the other end's good. Wilkins, his layup does not go. Back and forth here at Sports Park. Pass off, Taylor scores! Another and one opportunity for the Bristol Flyers. Apologies if you lost the stream for a while. There's nothing we can do this end. It's all automated, unfortunately. So Skylar White takes his seat. Chris Taylor. Free throw's good. 26-7, a 19-point lead, and still in the first quarter. Fantastic start from the Flyers. Genius fouled on the floor by Taylor. Not in the penalty yet, so just be sideline inbounds. Shot, baseline, no good. Hawthorne with a miss. Pass down the floor. Scorchers bring it back outside. Shot from the top, too strong. Battle for the boards. Players going into the Flyers bench. Hope you're all okay. Yep. And Henry Wilkins gets called for a foul. Can't believe it. That's his second. But the referee's made his mind up. Nothing you can do. So, Bristol Flyers go to the line because the Scorchers have been in the penalty for a little while. Makes them both. And now we have a 21-point advantage, Bristol Flyers.
Solid free throw shooting.
Fantastic, yeah. Good spot there, Jeremy. Just have they missed any yet? I'm not sure.
I think Aduzi missed on his and one.
There was at least one miss, yeah.
One miss out of 8 free throws. That's not too bad, I think.
Topless. He thought his foul. Play carries on. Jordan Nichols has it, trying to get in the front court. Finds Taylor. Topless for 3. Too strong. Flyers winning everything in the moment. Coming up to the final 90 seconds this first quarter. Del Pesh backing down Kuyinyu, but Kuyinyu gets the rebound off the miss. Pass down the floor to Hawthorne. Hawthorne to the hoop, off the glass, too strong. Nichols collects the miss. He passed down the floor to Levi Bradley. Stop and pop, too strong. End-to-end stuff, but shots aren't dropping. To the final minute of this first quarter. Kuyinyu for 3. Got it. Nothing but net. Much needed basket there, eh?
Definitely, yeah.
Scorchers are on 10 points. The Flyers, 28. Great value for the 18-point lead. Bradley shuffles the ball around. Taylor from the wing. Too strong. Back out Bradley, who spots up. Too strong again. Saved by Nichols. And there's a foul. That's going to be unsportsmanlike foul. You can't grab a guy in the midcourt anymore, can you? That rule's been changed for 2 years, I think, is it?
I think it was 2 years, yeah. Just
definitely second season in the BBL. So that will give the Scorchers a couple of free throws and then sideline possession with 29.7 seconds. What would you do in this case, Jeremy? It's 5 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Would you try and go for a quick shot, or you'll try and use that as much clock as possible? Just imagine you were in Creon's shoes. First one goes in.
If I was Bristol, I think I'd probably run down the clock so you give Scorchers not too much time.
No, it's Scorchers ball, isn't it?
Oh, it is Scorchers ball, yeah. Oh, yeah. The rules have got me.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 seconds for a shot is quite quick, so I would probably run down the clock and... Oh, wait, no, it's 14-second shot clock.
Oh, gosh, yeah, because it's in the front court.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So we're just
I would say
completely stop that conversation. We'll serve and get back to it. Oh, boy. It's early in the game.
It is, yeah.
Wilkins. Oh, great steal.
Good hands.
Keeps it in. Pass off. Del Pesh throws it down. Oh, he missed the hammer. Oh dear. Can't dunk this. And that's brought the fans to life at the Surrey Sports Park. Eight seconds to go in the first quarter. Deep 3 from Kaelin. Got it! Just before the buzzer. Kaelin wrapped topless for 3.
Very big 3.
I suppose you're going to need something like that, aren't you, going into the break, because they've had a bad quarter, but that gives them just a little bit of hope, doesn't it, going into the second quarter?
Definitely gives them a lot of boost and a big boost of energy as well to go into the second quarter and keep going.
I suppose the only good thing, of course, is the fact that it's only the end of the first quarter, so it's still got 30 minutes of game time to cut into that deficit.
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of time to get back. Sometimes the ball just doesn't drop, just a little cold spell, and then once get going, keep going.
Brilliant. Well, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. The Flyers lead 28-14 over Surrey Scorchers. Back in about 60 seconds' time. Yeah, it's about 90 seconds behind. Yeah, mention it. Welcome back to Surrey Sports Park ahead of this second quarter between the Surrey Scorchers and the BBL, the Bristol Flyers in the BBL Cup. I was trying to get myself there. Anything stand out for you in that first quarter, Jeremy, before we get going?
Reading the stats on the YouTube live stream, I've definitely seen a big advantage from Bristol leading at rebounds. 17 against 10 for the Scorchers.
Yeah, it just felt like they've been winning every battle in that first quarter, wasn't it?
Definitely. I mean, with Adozi and Delpesh, they're very big rebounders in the league, so you've got to expect that from them and keep boxing them out.
Right, well, back underway. Flyers hold a 14-point advantage. Thomas from the top. It's no good. Teo has it. Kiinu into the front court. Wilkins. Oh, lovely pass inside Hawthorne. Finishes. Little no look there, Jeremy.
Yeah, very good pass.
So Scorchers strike first in the second period. Thomas in the lane, needs to find someone. Good defense from Hawthorne, but it remains with the Flyers, but only 6 seconds on the shot clock. Dozy outside to Fred Thomas. No good. Over the top. And out of bounds. Ball goes back to Scorchers. You can definitely see the height advantage working for the Flyers in this, can't you? With the offensive rebounds. Shame Ryan Richards is able to play tonight.
Oh yeah, that would have helped us a lot.
Yeah, Ryan Richards joining on a short-term contract. Raftopoulos to three. It's no good. Fred Thomas with the rebound. And he's got the double dribble. So almost 1.5 minutes, and the Scorchers have yet to concede any points, and they've scored at the other end, which is great from their perspective. A little bit of pressure from Lewis Champion. There's Caelan on the top, swings the ball in the front court. Henry from the top. Wilkins' three-point shot does not go. And Thomas Edwards lets the ball go out of bounds. Lewis Champion on the ball. Double teamed. Turns it over, but Hawthorne can't keep it in bounds. Great defense initially, though, from the Scorchers, the double team.
Yeah, very good double
errant
team.
pass.
That could have been a turnover.
So, remains with the Flyers. Thomas inside. Adozi doesn't get it to Gozi, but there's the clean-up from Thomas Edwards. 16-30, the Flyers lead by 14. Early going in this second quarter. Raftopoulos into the lane, over the top pass, but straight out of bounds. See Chip Flanagan back in for the Scorchers momentarily. Foul down low. So Adrian Jr. gets called for that. That's his second. Kane Thomas takes a seat as Chip Flanagan comes back in. Flyers remain with the ball. Shot does not go. Teo collects a miss. Gives it up to AK. Brings it into the front court. Wilkins to three. Too strong. Battle for rebounds. Won by Hawthorne. Great work. Young's three men. Flanagan has it. Cross court. AK. Three does not go. And this time the Flyers come away with Thomas Edwards. Champion. Thomas is strong. Sorry, so shot from the wings too strong. AK to the front court. Gives it off to Teo. Inu calling the play. Down the lane, outside Henry Wilkins. Goes past his man, he's fouled by Gentry Thomas. See Marcus White back into the game. Thomas Edwards called for the foul. So substitutions coming. Josh Rogers, who broke his nose in training. Your hand injury was in training as well, wasn't it?
It was during practice, yeah.
More dangerous than games.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Teo. Outside to Henry Wilkins. Wilkins stepped out of bounds. Just wait a second. Does training as a player, does training get very, very competitive sometimes? Will you ever get that? Or
During scrimmages, it can get very competitive, yeah. I mean, that's the spirit of the game. You always want to win, so...
Yeah. Who's the most competitive player on this Scorchers roster?
I think we're all pretty much the same level of competitiveness. We all want to win. We all want to do well. We're all working really hard. So I wouldn't say who is the most competitive. I'd say everyone is the most competitive.
Thomas gets his bank shot to go. Teo. Wilkins has it at top. Trying to find Teo, finds him. Teo. Foul goes against him. Skylar White's going to come into the ball game. James Hawthorne takes a seat. Flyers have doubled up the Scorchers, 32-16. 5.5 minutes to the half. Shot from the wing. It's good. Three-pointer for the Flyers. 35-16. Take their lead back to 20 points. Wilkins from the wing. Too strong. Adozie collects the rebound. Thomas lost the ball out of bounds. Almost made them pay there. Found a gap in the lane. Now you can see Kane Topless back into the ball game. Wilkins is going to take a seat. Any thoughts on this game, Jeremy?
So far from the second quarter, I've seen Flyers, they've relied a lot on the three-pointer. And most of the times they'll be scoring inside, so I think they should be definitely going more into post-up or driving to the basket. And Scorchers, they just got to find their shot. Sometimes it doesn't drop, they just got to find the rhythm.
Turnover there for the Scorchers, back the other way. Thomas. Shot from the corner for Champions, good. And Kareem Topless has seen enough towards his second timeout of the half. his team trail 38-16. Don't go away, we're back in just a moment.
I just speak about 3 points and they just make one.
I
don't know what that noise was.
I've not seen a game like this. Do you want the stats at all? Would it help if you got the stats up?
Yeah, mate.
Was that one of your family members that mentioned earlier saying hello?
Who was that? No, what was his name?
Let's go right back.
Oh yeah, that's my grandmother right there.
Your grandmother?
That's my grandmother, yeah.
Right, well we'll come back a couple seconds early. And you shoot a shout out.
Okay, yeah. We'll do it at half time.
No one watches half time. Welcome back to Surrey Sports Park, where the visiting Bristol Flyers hold a 38-16 lead over the Surrey Scorchers. Jeremy, quick shout out. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to all my family. So my mum, her boyfriend Alan, and his kids Brooke and Lewis, who are watching, and also to my grandparents Charlotte and Ryan.
There we go. So back to the action. Teo's called for another foul. Is that going to be his third? That will be his third foul. So he immediately takes a seat. Hawthorne. All those fouls have come at the offensive end, haven't they?
They all have.
Yeah, it's very unusual, isn't it?
2 charges and 1 moving spoon.
So the Flyers well in control. Still a lot of time to go. Andreas Kapurski very happy how his Flyers are playing. He's made great use the entire roster here. Shot too strong. Rogers collects the rebound, puts it up, doesn't go. Despite a broken nose, he's thrown himself in there.
Yeah.
Marcus White off to Hawthorne. Hawthorne, little dribble to the hoop, puts it up, doesn't go. Rogers called for the foul, that sent James Hawthorne to the line.
Speaking of masks, they're usually quite well reputed in the NBA. Whenever a player wears a mask, they usually play really well. So we might see the same thing from Rogers tonight.
I'm very, very, very old. I remember Larry Bird, very famous NBA player from the 80s, early 90s. He had to wear a mask, and he hated it, absolutely hated it. He would try and take off as much as possible.
Oh, wow.
But of course, probably technology has probably moved along quite a lot. They're more comfortable now.
Yeah, definitely a lot more. I haven't tried one, but they look a lot more comfortable, more shit.
So yeah, whatever you do, don't break your nose. We just don't.
I hope so. One thumb is enough right now.
That's it.
Healthy season now.
2 out of 2 for James Hawthorne. So a little bit of pressure from the Scorchers. Flyers get it into the front court. Champion. To Adozie. Gives it up. Rogers. Thomas. Fakes a 3, then goes on the run to the hoop. Puts it up. Rejected by James Hawthorne.
Big time block.
Oh, I thought Caleb was going to put that up there. Backs it out. Wonderful play from Hawthorne at the defensive end. Could they ignite the Scorchers? White, shot clock is down to 5. White goes towards the hoop, puts it up with his right hand. Soft scoop goes. 20-38. Rogers from the wing. Can't respond. Flanagan with the rebounds. Thomas Edwards on him, gives it up to Raftopoulos. Skylar White open for 3. Got it! And now it's Bristol Flyers time to take time out. Scorchers on a run, it's still 15 though, 23-38. Don't go away, we'll be back in just a second. How you find it, alright?
Yeah, very good. I'm actually really enjoying it.
I don't mind you chipping in there because that's a really good play. I don't mind. That's great.
I forgot to shout out my brother and my sister.
Sorry?
When I was shouting people out, I just wanted to make it quick so that they could continue to play. And I forgot about my brother and sister.
That's alright, don't worry about it.
I'll do it later, don't worry.
No, we're They're probably going, man, he didn't give us a shout. I tell you what, we'll talk about your injury for a minute.
Okay, yeah.
Welcome back to Surrey Sports Park. Did you forget anyone in that shout out there, Jeremy?
I did indeed. I forgot my brother and my sister. No, I forgot them, but we gotta make things quick.
And who are they?
They are Jonathan and Cassandra.
Jonathan Cassandra. Let's talk about your injury. You obviously out with a thumb. What's the timeline on your return?
They said 6 to 8 weeks for the initial diagnosis, and that was about 2 weeks ago. So now about 4 to 6 weeks left.
And
hopefully it's 4 weeks.
What can you do in the meantime? Obviously, I suppose. What training-wise can you do? Are you allowed to do anything, or have you got to keep that hand completely away from the basketball?
I've got to keep the hand away from basketball, but I'm definitely working on my left hand on the basketball court, and fitness-wise, just staying in the gym all the time.
Kickball? Yeah, I can remember when I was I fractured my left arm when I was a left-hander, and I practiced my right as much as possible. And I actually ended up becoming a right hand when doing layups and stuff better than my left. So always work. It always helps to work with your weaker hand as much as possible.
Definitely become ambidextrous for the game. And even harder to defend.
A great defense from the Scorchers. They get the ball back. We want to make a good run these final 2.5 minutes before half time. Raftopoulos throws up, his shot does not go.
Big stop right there.
Great swing to see what happens with Thomas the other end.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he's just... Yeah, you never want to wish any injury on anyone. Perhaps he just needs a second to get up. We're just going to find out.
Definitely not.
So, no good for Dozy. Got to join him. Raftopoulos, good hands from Rogers. The Flyers have it, it's in the hands of Thomas. And Flanagan gets back. I thought he'd knocked that out of Thomas. But the referees say it will be a Flyers ball. Yes, you can hear us when we've got the mics off. Unfortunately, we haven't worked that out yet. It's brand new equipment. What do I know? Good hands from Flanagan. And that touched Thomas out of bounds, so technically he's gone off a Flyers player. Scorchers ball. So defense has picked up a bit, Jeremy, last few minutes.
It has, yeah, definitely. They got a lot more stops than the first quarter.
Just need to get that offense going.
Yep.
They've only got a minute 45 to go for half time. Flyers still well in control of this game, deservedly so, where they've played. White into the lane. Soft scoop goes. Second time he's done that. He did it once from the side, now he's done it from the front. Lovely defense from the Scorchers. So just need to get the offense going if they want to get back into this one. Flyers lead by 13. Marcus White's had a couple of good baskets close to the hoop. Is he going to try again? Backing his man down. Back outside. Skylar White for three. Got it! Three for Skylar White. He enjoyed that one. It's back to 10 points, as close as it's been in a while. 45 seconds to go.
Scorchers were down by 22 points.
Another good defense. You can really see how pumped up Skylar White is, can't you?
He's very energetic, very emotional player.
36.5. Scorchers want to get this below 10.
30 seconds to go to shoot out.
Luke, Josh Rogers is wearing a mask. We mentioned he broke his nose during a training session. He's been wearing it for a while. Marcus White. Shot goes, and one opportunity for the Surrey Scorchers. So, chance for 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Marcus White goes to the line. Flyers will get the ball back, though, for the final possession. Christian would love to turn the mics off, but we can't. There has to be some noise, so you can enjoy what the rubbish we talk about when we're not on the air. White. Free throw doesn't go. So the difference is 8. 15 seconds to go. Flyers, last possession of the first half. Can they get a double-digit lead back going into the break? Thomas goes baseline, forced outside. Good work, keep dribble alive. It's down to 2. Need to shoot. His hand got the buzzer. No good. The shot was waved off anyway. Would not have counted had it gone in. And at the break, we have a 38-30 lead for the Bristol Flyers over Surrey Scorchers. So just before we take a little break there, Jeremy, obviously a very slow start from the Scorchers, great start from the Flyers, but as we head into half-time, it's the Scorchers who are on the rise.
Yeah, they definitely won that second quarter. They brought it back to a single-digit lead, so that'll definitely boost them up to come back even stronger for the second half.
And finally, before you go, what do you think Creon's going to be telling these players during the break?
Keep driving inside to the basket. That's what's worked for them so far. The closer you can get, the higher percentage shot it's going to be. So it's going to just keep driving into the basket, keep posting up Marcus.
And I'll give you credit on air before we go off. You did call it earlier about getting to the hoop, and what's Marcus White done 3 times? He's got there, and of course he's got 7 points. 6 points. He missed a free throw, but 3 times he's got to that basket and he scored. So there you go. We've got a future career lined up for you. Anyway, we're going to take a break. Hope you enjoy it. Do not go away. Remember, we're the only game tonight in the BBL. It says 14 minutes on the clock here, so we're back in about 12 and a half minutes time for the second half. Don't go away.
sure we shout out Frederick, our winner, Shackleton provider of Express Palestine Distribution Services. They're the long-term sponsor of the local show. We have Frederick Barlow. Oh, great show. Remember, we have to keep having. They're selling a new range of Scorchers, including t-shirts, hoodies, beanies and training kit. And we've got all our sponsors in place. Robertson Company, Wilson Dental, the Meal Group, obviously Frederick Barlow with the normal shop in the third quarter. And 469 BCE. And of course, we can. You capture really good information, you share that on Twitter or on Instagram. You can tweet us at Surrey Scorchers, or for the innocent fans out there, you can Insta us at Scorchers Basketball. Keep an eye out for the people in the third and fourth quarter during timeouts, yeah? We've got any young female basketballers out there. Peggy is currently offering coaching sessions for 7 to 11-year-olds at 3 Rivers Academy. It's from 6 to 7 p.m. every Monday. You can visit the Scorchers website and view the community section for more details and suggest you do that. And Henry Gordon is offering a free basketball session for girls aged between 11 and 16 this Monday, the 4th of November. St. Peter's Catholic School. So if you're local and if you're a girl and you want to try out basketball, there's a free session at St. Peter's Catholic School this Monday. If you're between the age of 11 and 16. All of it is welcome. No need to sign a ball and just come along. 974, come down to the front and see the veteran prize. Well done. Well done, my man, comes in. Congratulations. So I'm going to get a new dream for him. Well done, congratulations on that. Good effort, Tommy. Well done, kids. Future sports in the league, Scorchers fans, if you haven't already or if you're wondering, because you haven't checked, the next home game is against Plymouth Ravens on Sunday, 17th November, 2 p.m. kickoff. Tickets are on sale now at surreyscorchers.co.uk. Or click through to the new event TV platform. Where every home game is already now available. Remember, Sunday the 17th November, so 2 p.m. kickoff on early now. Let's get it. See you next time. Scorchers fans, get behind your boys, back your boys. So I need any point now, so we did. You watched some absolutely body lions last week, an epic game. Can you tell them around this thing? The Scorchers can bring that heat in the third and fourth quarter. So the Scorchers won the second period 16-10. Restricted Bristol 10 second period points. Chip Mulligan wins the rebounders, the Scorchers with 5. Thomas, 7 rebounds, and 4 to Kurt Thomas. So, 15 was the score after the first couple of minutes in the Bristol. 6 then.
Welcome back to Surrey Sports Park ahead of the second half of the BBL Cup match between the Surrey Scorchers and the Bristol Flyers. The Flyers leading 38 to 30 at the half. So back underway, and it's the Scorchers to start us off, looking to cut into this 8-point deficit. They I think they trailed by over 20, didn't they, Jeremy, in that first half?
Say that again, sorry?
I think they trailed by over 20 in the first half. The Skylar White's 3 does not go.
Something close to that, yeah.
Whatever it was, at least 20. We'll go with that.
I think it was 20 or 18, something close to that.
Daniel Dozie's shot does not go. Marcus White misses. Champion collects the rebound. So the ball goes back to the Flyers. Sorry, Flyers to the score. So Flanagan on the ball. It's Marcus White, round to Wilkins. Shot clock goes below 10. Skylar White has it on the far side. Backing down Thomas, gives it up to Hawthorne. Shot clock goes low. Hawthorne shoots. Hawthorne scores. The difference is 5. That's why we should have stood up, Jeremy. If you haven't seen the setup this year, we don't have a monitor, so we're sitting. We can be sort of blindsided by the players because we are on the floor, not literally, between the scorers table and the Scorchers bench. So sometimes we can be blindsided by a player standing in our view. So I'm grateful to Jeremy for putting 5 fingers up to tell me it was a 5-point difference and not 6. But it is now 6 as Adozie makes his first free throw. Two out of two, and a big shout out to Dan the DJ. He tries. He's the man, all those lovely music you hear during the game. Drive, oh beautiful. No, they're going to call team control foul the Scorchers. You can hear the fans here do not like that. They would be odd for them to cheer. Cheer that.
I didn't see what the call was. I was busy looking at the stats. Oh, offensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Team control foul goes back to the Flyers. The second foul. That's the third one. First foul, Marcus White. So obviously at half-time they said, do not let Marcus get to the hoop again, haven't they?
I believe so, yeah. Like he scored 3 in a row in the last 2 minutes.
So, champion. Adozie gets it to Gozie with a flush. That Adozie gets it to Gozie. Cool is dedicated to Joel Osborne of the Bristol Flyers.
Wow, that was a very big dunk.
Huge. 42-33, the visitors lead. Hawthorn has it. From the free throw line, it's good. Hawthorn moves on to 9 points. Difference is 7.
7 points for difference.
Scorchers get the ball back. Wilkins deflected, but Skylar White gets it. Guarded by Dozy. Gives it up to Hawthorn. Into the corner to Henry Wilkins. Goes baseline to the hoop. Gets it to go. Lovely. And the Flyers lose the ball out of bounds. See Henry Wilkins, I don't know if you see me camera, he's getting the fans up on their feet, getting to make loads of noise as the Scorchers have trimmed it to 5 points. Wilkins fouled on the drive. 2 to come. And a big shout out to Ryan Morgan of Bristol City Football Club, who is also the Surrey Scorchers' biggest fan, not in attendance tonight. And he's got the tattoo to prove it. Hope you're enjoying the game, Ryan. We wish you were here. So, Henry Wilkins at the line. Doesn't get the first. One out of 2 for Henry. Almost stolen by Flanagan. Clueless thought their champion was fouled. No calls to referees. We continue. Champion. Thomas Edwards back outside. Thomas from the top. Got it. Lovely 3 for Thomas. There's a little look towards Marcus White. Little stare down. Hawthorn. White, he's got champion on the switch. Gives up to Hawthorn. Shot from the baseline, too strong. Thomas collects the rebound. Quickly the other way. Baseline drive, the reverse. Goes Thomas Edwards. 38-47, Flyers building a little bit of a cushion again. Flanagan, Marcus White, and the foul goes against Scorchers. I didn't see that. Did you see that one, Jeremy?
I did not see who that was, no.
It's called on Hawthorn. I really did not see that foul. I do apologise.
I think it was a moving screen.
Right. We could really do the monitor, couldn't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Thomas Edwards backing down Hawthorn. Goes to the left hand. Too short. Grabs a rebound, but he steps on the line. So he's out of bounds. Ball goes back to the Scorchers. And hello to Peter Buck watching from the Isle of Man. And Jennifer Nanton says, great commentary. I'm sure that's all about you there, Jeremy.
That is my grandmother.
There you go. He's doing a great job. Wilkins. Flanagan, cross-court pass. He's in the corner. Teo loves the three-point, but he comes inside to the hoop. Rolls around, doesn't go. Here come the Flyers the other way. Thomas Edwards driving to the hoop, off the glass and in. Great work there, protected the ball well and got the ball in off the glass. And it's now back to double digits, 11 points. Wilkins goes baseline to the hoop. They're going to say last touch, Scorchers, Flyers ball. This feels like the Flyers took the Scorchers' blow and now they're responding, would you say?
Yeah, they've responded pretty well in the second half, yeah. They've been attacking the basket a lot more.
Idozi gets it to Igozi, and we've got a timeout on the floor as the lead increases to 31 points, 51-38. And before we go to break, hello to my co-commentator John Hobbs, who's been down doing a game in Solent tonight. He's watching from Southampton, said you'll be back there soon. Unfortunately, John, I think I found a new co-commentator. Jeremy, tell him he's fired.
Oh no, he's a professional there. This is all my first time.
Don't say that, don't say that. God, we're on the air. You're not on the air, can't say that. Anyway, we're going to take a break. If you can hear us during the timeout, then so be it. We're back in just a moment. Welcome back to Surrey Sports Park. Third quarter, 4:47 left to go. It's the Bristol Flyers who hold a 51-38 lead over the hometown Surrey Scorchers. Wilkins has to give it up. Finds Teo. Teo, turn around. Shot off the right. It's one of those shots just you could see he was going to miss as soon as he left his hands.
You could see it from there.
Inside. Out of bounds. They're trying to go for the stuck clear there. Flyers, didn't happen. That's the thing is when you play basketball, sometimes you can release a shot and you just know straight away it's bad as soon as he's got left your hands.
Definitely, yeah. We've all experienced it.
I wasn't a very good player, so I experienced a lot more probably than you. Because I'm sitting next to the man who has a 100% field goal mate in the BBL. Top of the charts. I think you took 2 shots though, didn't you?
2 shots,
Two shots, yeah. Actually, we'll ask you about that when we get a break.
No worries.
Skylar White to Flanagan, round to Hawthorne. Jump shot comes up short. Thomas has it. Fred Thomas thought about it, gives it to Gendry Thomas, who does shoot it, and he scores. Basket to Thomas and assist to Thomas. Wilkins open for 3. Responds. 3 for Henry Wilkins. 41-54, 13-point game. 3.5 to go in the third. Champion shot doesn't go. Here comes Scorchers the other way. Flanagan, Teo, Henry Wilkins tries to go baseline. Passing to the corner, round to Skylar White. On the drive, Skylar loses the handle, but there's Hawthorne, and he's able to score at a basket. So even when the plays are broken down, the Scorchers managed to get something out of it. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Gendry Thomas, who made that 3-pointer, couldn't make it this time. And Flanagan let the highest to collect that miss. Teo down the lane, he's fouled. Yeah, just when I got a moment his fouls come in. Obviously you got those points down in Plymouth early season. How did it feel, because you played a few games last season, you didn't get any points. How did it feel to get your first points? Ignore the game itself, the fact that you know your result at the end. How did it feel personally, the fact that you've made your first shot?
It was great. I did definitely unexpected. Like I was just way underneath the basket and I got the ball. I was like, just go up and score it, and it felt amazing. And then the fact that I got a second one afterwards was like, yeah, it was crazy. But it really gassed me up.
Teo makes the first. Well, of course, when you come back from injury, you're going to be an ambidextrous basketball player, and you'll be more difficult to guard.
Definitely, I'm hoping so.
How would you describe your game? Are you a 3, a 4? Where would you be?
I'd more say I'm a 4 because I can stretch out the floor a bit with some mid-range shooting and some post moves. I don't have the ball handling to be playing around the wing yet.
Back to the action. Travel in, calls on Marcus Delpeche. So it's a turnover for the Flyers. Scorchers get the ball back. Judith Luke says go on Flyers. Fred Thomas MVP.
9 points to Leeds.
Laftopoulos. Henry Wilkins. And that's going to be on the fly just for a second, because obviously Teo's had those fouls here. I thought, oh gosh, not on Teo, it's not on Teo.
No, a fourth one.
Yeah. So that's the first foul on Depeche. Wilkins finds a gap to the hole. Too strong. Off the glass, collected by Thomas. Gentry hands it off to Fred. Fred, fall away. Tough shot, doesn't go. Teo collects the miss. Guarded by Nichols. Laftopoulos inside. Oh, great move. Wonderful. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor here. I don't know how you saw that. That followed me because I thought Kalin was wide open, he can shoot it, but he found an even better Chip Flanagan cutting to the basket.
Definitely, yeah. Like I told you, the inside shot is the highest percentage shot. And he saw he was wide open, so why not go for that shot instead of a three? Even though we know that Kalin can make them any time.
So the lead is below 10 again, it's 47-54. We're going to take a break. We're back in just a second. Welcome back to Surrey Sports Park. Niall Gray along with Jeremy and Anton Hamill here with you. This BBL Cup clash between the Surrey Scorchers and the Bristol Flyers, who are on the ball now. It's Nichols has it. Gentry Thomas, Garda gives it up to Thomas Edwards. Inside to Delpeche. Delpeche rejected by Skylar White. He's really given them a good defensive angle, isn't he? Because he's blocked quite a few shots this season.
He's definitely got a lot of stops for them, and a lot, yeah, like you said, a lot of blocks, and just a lot of contact to stop them from scoring that basket.
So Wilkins on the ball. Deep three, in and out. Thomas Edwards collects the miss. Thomas Edwards down the lane. Got Skylar White on him. Tough shot, doesn't go. Misses again. Well, I think that was that Delpeche? Yeah, Delpeche.
It was Delpeche.
Was there to clean up. In the final minute of this third quarter. Wilkins, the three from the wing. No good. Flyers collect. Pass down the floor to Delpeche. And he's... Oh, jump ball situation. What? Wow. What do you think of that, Jeremy? The defense there from Henry Wilkins.
He got back very quickly and just not easy basket play.
So the ball remained with the Flyers on the, of course, in the possession arrow. Nichols. Cross court. Fred Thomas just keeps it inbounds. He's got Teo guarding, gets it inside. Delpeche goes up and under, scores. Nice work. Just a second, well, not even that. The shot clock has gone off. We're inside the final 20 seconds of third quarter. The Flyers have pushed it back out to 11. Scorchers want to get this back into single figures before the end of the stanza, and there's a foul. But the Flyers are not in the penalty. 9.6 seconds to go. But I think that's Bradley, wasn't it, that was called for that foul? Yep, Lewis Bradley. Levi Bradley, sorry. His second foul. Oh, the iron foul, so I'm reading the wrong thing. I do apologise, I'm reading the wrong part of the scoreboard. Oh, please give us that. Teo at the line for 2. Makes the first, one more to come. Can knock this down to 9 if he makes it. And then, but the Flyers will get the ball back one more time in this third quarter. Substitutions coming. So White and White in, and Teo and Hawthorne taking seats. Nichols, we're down to 5. Bounce pass in, open man, Delpech throws it down. Breakdown on the defense there from the Scorchers allows the Flyers to score just before the buzzer. And we will go into the break with the Flyers holding a 60-49 lead over the Surrey Scorchers. We're back in just a moment. Here we go. Fourth quarter from Surrey Sports Park. Noah Gray along with Jeremy Nanton Hamill. The Scorchers forwards out injured at the moment. He's been assisting tonight. He's doing a very good job, Jeremy.
Thank you very much.
10 minutes to go. Plenty of time still then for the Scorchers to come back. That was a question. You didn't answer it, so I'll carry on with the commentary.
I thought
That's all right.
I didn't know it was a question. That's all right. Sorry about that.
That's all right. It's all right. Hawthorne, shots too strong. Bradley coming away with it. It's in the hands of... Oh! Nichols tried to get the alley-oop to Delpech, didn't go. Driving to the lane, too strong from Taylor. Henry Wilkins comes away with it, but then Taylor's done for a reach in. So found Chris Taylor. So if you're watching at home, by all means, come on with fourth quarter's the only game tonight. Get on social media, share this game, try and get as many people watching this last few minutes. I've got a feeling it's going to be a good one. And let's hear your predictions. I want to see who's going to win. So put your predictions in the chat column and we'll try and read some of them out. Raftopoulos, turnover, Taylor has it, gives it to Nichols. And that hit Tegan Demby's foot. So the shot clock will not be reset because there's 20 seconds on it, only when it's below 14. Bradley, no good, Teo collects a rebound. Hawthorne's fouled by Dale Pesh. Second team foul on the Flyers, second foul on Dale Pesh. Looking around as if say, well, I don't know what that was about. It's been called, and we're back to the action. Wilkins drives, kicks it out to Hawthorne, round to Adrian Keanu. He spots up for three. Doesn't go, Dale Pesh with the rebound. 8.5 left in this ball game. Taylor almost loses the handle. Gives it back to Nichols. Side, Dale Pesh shot doesn't go, hits the side of the backboard. Henry Wilkins has it. Dale Pesh is down the other end, so it's 5 on 4. Teo goes up and scores. So Scorchers had the advantage there, and they pull to within 9. 8 points for this Scorchers captain. Fred Thomas from the wing. Too strong. Battle of the boards won by Depeche. Saves it, gives it to Nichols. And Hawthorne got caught up with a camera stand there. He's back on his feet though. No damage done, thankfully. Teo back his man down. Little fake, goes up and scores. Just what the Scorchers needed, Jeremy.
Yeah, exactly. They're going back to the post play.
It's worked for them, hasn't it, when they've gone inside?
Definitely. I mean, with this team, we don't have height, the height advantage on inside, but on the wings, we definitely had the height advantage.
Layup good for Dale Pesh. So a bit of full court pressure from the from the Flyers. The Scorchers beat it into the front court, and it's in the hands of Wilkins. Teo wants it, gets it, and he's fouled by either Bradley or Nichols. It's on Bradley. So Nichols takes a seat. Champion's in, Gentry Thomas is in, and Fred Thomas heads to the bench as well. Keanu has it at the top, on the wing to Henry Wilkins. Wilkins on the drive, fouled. That'll be on Gentry Thomas, will it? Yeah, Gentry Thomas. Hawthorne. It's now with Teo on the baseline, backing down Bradley. Bounce pass, another foul on the Flyers. And that's going to be the 15th foul, Jeremy, with 6.5 minutes left to go. That's wow. Big, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of calls called in.
So 6:27 left to go. The Flyers are in the penalty. So every foul now will send the Scorchers to the line, but the Scorchers have yet to foul in this fourth quarter. And a shout out to Henry Brown. I think she's doing a very good job, by the way.
Thank you very much.
So it's Jeremy, you're big time now.
Oh wow, thank you very much, Henry.
Teo, no British teams taking part in Europe this year. Last year was the Leicester Riders, but they turned down the invitation this year. They would have got the invite. The playoff winners tend to get invited to European competition. I'll explain why when we get a break. 55-62. Good hands from Keanu, but the Flyers get it back. Taylor was open, did not make the Scorchers pay. Just a little breakdown on defense there, wasn't it? Switching, I think.
It was, yeah.
Wilkins needs to give it up, finds Kaelin at the top. Scorchers within 7. Looking to cut down this deficit. Wilkins open, deep three. Off the side iron. Taylor was the one who grabbed that one. It's in the hands of Champion, going the other way. Oh, drive, the reverse doesn't go, but Thomas is going to the line for 2. Yeah, and I think the Leicester Riders were invited to play in Europe this year into the Basketball Champions League. What happens is, if any BBL teams want to play in Europe, it's the playoff winners, because other leagues in Europe, it's whoever wins the playoffs is determine the champion. Ours is a little bit different because obviously we consider the league title, but the Riders declined this year, so no British teams. So whoever wins the playoffs this year will get an invite next year, and it's whether they want to play. Of course, don't forget these competitions cost money, but I don't think you're going to see British teams in EuroLeague anytime soon. Thanks, Grit and Grime podcast, but I'm actually a European basketball commentator. Skydaway throws it up, too strong. I think he was looking for a foul. Pass down the floor from Thomas to Delpesh. Delpesh fakes, goes up, rolls around, gets the Surrey Sports Park bounce, as my colleague John Hobbs would say, and it's 11 points again. Scorchers get close, but then keeps going back to 11. Over halfway through this final quarter. Hawthorne, too strong, grabs his own miss, loses the hand on the way, but he was fouled by Thomas. So Flanagan's going to come back in. We're going to see Adrian Coutinho take a seat. 66-55. Yeah, so it'd be nice to see. I mean, I can remember here at Guildford, the Heat back in 2007-8 season were in the ULEB Cup, which is now the Euro Cup. I remember seeing future NBA players playing in that game for Oventut Badalona. One player being Ricky Rubio. You obviously heard of Ricky Rubio, Jeremy.
Definitely a very good Spanish player.
Yeah, he came to play here back in the Euro Cup for Badalona, who went on to win the Euro Cup that year. We knew that night, the game was in the ice rink down the road at the Spectrum. We knew that night just how good a player Ricky Rubio was. I think he must be at 16 or 17 at the time.
I remember hearing about it. I never saw it, but he was a very young player at the time.
So the miss, here come the Scorchers. Three for Caden Raftopoulos. Celebrates that with a little salute. Scorchers within 6. Can they continue to come? The comeback, they're 6 points down. The drive doesn't go. Champion with a miss. Raftopoulos! Teo with a throw down. Alley-oop! Up and away for Teo Gandembi from Kane Raftopoulos. And we are going to have a timeout here at the Surrey Sports Park. The Scorchers are within 4, 62-66. Don't go away. Okay, Jeremy, you can have your fan club now. Stop posting.
I can tell that, yeah.
Imagine if we had Jeremy, we'd be up by 30. I like your optimism, Henry. And when Jeremy is back playing, able to sign autographs again, You can have his autograph.
Great.
Right, back to the game. Flyers still lead by 4. 3:35 to go. The drive doesn't go. Thomas Edwards grabs the ball, but Skylar White has it.
Big rebound by Skylar.
Indeed. We all talk about his offense, but he's such a great defensive player.
He's a very smart defensive player.
Kalin, he thought about it, has to give it up now. Gets it back. Got Champion on. 4 seconds goes. You have to shoot it. Gets past his man. Little running free. Oh, that'd have brought the house down if he'd made that. But definitely as it is, it's still 4 points. We're under 3 minutes. Scorchers coming back, but the Flyers still lead. Another great game between these two teams. Fred Thomas spots up. Doesn't go. Teo and Flanagan bat each other for the rebound there. Flanagan won.
I don't know who'll get the rebound on the stat sheet.
Flanagan's getting that. If not, I will complain on his behalf. Kalin. Shot clock's down to 5. Scorchers needed. Teo has to throw it up. Tough shot. Nothing but head. Great. I mean, you can look at 2 ways. You can see it as a poor offense from the Scorchers, Jeremy. Or you could look at 2 ways. You could say it's a poor offense from the Scorchers, or you could say that was fantastic defense from the Flyers. I mean, Teo had nowhere to go. Had to throw up an air ball as the shot clock expired.
I mean, any shot clock, anytime the shot clock expires, there's always good defense from the defensive team. So.
Thomas from the wing doesn't go. Flyers have it again. It's that man Adozi, great servant of the Flyers, and he's a great person to interview as well. Just point out. Thomas from the top, no good. Scorchers win the battle. Hawthorne with the rebounds. Fantastic game, fantastic atmosphere at the Sports Park. If you get a chance to come down to a game, do so. You will not regret it. Deflected out of bounds. I think that was Gentry Thomas. Yep, on the far side. So we've got a timeout Scorchers with 92 seconds left to go. They trail by 4, 62-66. And before we go to break, just give a shout out to Reece Wilson, who hasn't had a shout out yet. Now you've got one. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Surrey Sports Park. Carl Gray along with Jeremy Nanton Hamill here with you for this BBL Cup clash between the Surrey Scorchers and the Bristol Flyers, and it's the visitors from the southwest who lead 66-62. But it's a Scorchers ball. 1:32 left to go in this game. Can the Scorchers mount a comeback? That's a rhetorical question, Jeremy. You don't have to answer it.
Okay.
You can if you want to. You believe them, don't you? They're your teammates. Skylar White from the baseline. No good. And it's won by Thomas.
Oh.
And there's a foul. And that's Teo. That's his 4th.
His 4th, fourth foul.
Yeah, and they've all come at that end of the floor. I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, it's not one defensive foul yet. All offensive.
So he needs to be careful, does not want to foul out. So the Scorchers need a stop. But if the Flyers score, they can take a huge step to securing another win in this BBL Cup South group. Trying to bounce back from last night's defeat. Champion, got it. Oh, that's huge. Lewis Champion for 3. 69-62. Deflected, saved, but then thrown out of bounds. So the ball will remain with the Scorchers. I think we might be looking back in a moment and that being the play of the game.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. But
Still,
very critical shot.
Still time though, and Skylar White's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, that's the only thing when you're losing, you've got a chance to make some points when the clock is stopped. It's always a good thing.
It's always good, yeah. Just get back into the game.
Hello to Cassandra.
I believe
Family?
that's my sister.
Yes. Was that the one you forgot to give a shout out to? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, don't mention that.
They all heard it, don't worry. First is good for Skylar White. As is the second, it rolled around and down. So 5 points difference. Kaylin Ratopoulos takes a seat, Chip Flanagan's back in. Would you put Chip in for his defence? Would that be the recent switch?
Oh yeah, big time. He's got long arms, he's tall, and he's very, very smart defensively as well.
So full court pressure from the Scorchers. Trying to make life as difficult as possible for the Flyers. Can't afford to give up any more points. Champion forced backwards, gives it up to Dozy. Shot clock down to 10. There's a foul called.
I believe that's
That's
an offensive
Dozy.
foul.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't see that one. We just had about 3 or 4 people standing in front of us.
A lot of them, yeah.
Thankfully the referees are there to tell us what happened.
A good thing they are.
We don't see the play, we just look at the referee for help. That's why if you ever want to be a commentator, remember the referee signals, learn them all. Kiyinyu, Tateo. Shot clock is running down, game clock is running down. Loses a handle, Skylar White has it. Skylar puts it up, tough shot off the side, saved. No, out of bounds they're going to say. So the Scorchers going to have to foul. Now the only problem is, then you've got 2 team fouls. This is where it's worked against them now, isn't it?
It has, yeah.
So they're going to need to foul quickly or steal the ball. That's even better. Flyers getting to the front court. Bo Thomas champion. Oh, he thought about it. The Flyers going to run as much clock as possible. And now the foul comes. I'm not sure why we waited so long, but that's the way it goes. So the Flyers are closing in on victory. Remember, they lost last night. They gave out a big lead at Worcester. And then the Wolves came back and win. So we see that's the 3rd team foul. So again, the Scorchers need to steal or foul. Malcolm Wilkins, that's the 4th team foul. Hi, Grit and Grind podcast. Yeah, I watched that game. And I used to work with Kevin. He's a great man. We miss Cadle a lot. Back to this game. And then foul comes, and that will finally send the Flyers to the line, but 7.2 seconds left.
6 points to Henry Wilkins.
Yeah, the great Kevin Cadle. Coach Kingston, London Towers. And then became a commentator. A lot of you older ones remember Kevin from being on Sky Sports, doing the basketball, NBA and BBL. So Flyers at the line. First is good. That makes it 6 points. It's still a 2-possession game. Dozy can make it a 3-possession game and put this one to bed. There you go. Skylar White brings it down the floor. As off Kiyinyu, blocked, rejected at the buzzer, and there you have it. The Bristol Flyers hold on for the victory. 71-64 over the Surrey Scorchers. They do the double in the BBL Cup, so the The Scorchers remain on 1 win, where the Flyers pick up their 3rd or 4th. I don't know. We don't really worry about it now. It's their 4th. They moved to 4 and 4 in the standing. I'm only joking. Joel Osborne is probably listening to me. Well, I just want to say thank you very much to Jeremy Nanton Howe for joining me this evening. How did you enjoy it, Jeremy?
It was a very good experience. I really enjoyed it, and if I ever get the opportunity again to do it again, I probably would say yes again.
I'm sure there will be an opportunity to do so again this season, so you not worry about it. Of course, we'd rather have you playing though, if that's all right.
I'd rather that too as well, if I'm quite honest.
But if you're not injured, then yes, definitely. You know, I'm not saying we don't want you at all.
Okay.
But it has been great, and I can also see VC Ducho's in the house tonight, up the back of there in front of the lights.
Oh, possibly, yeah. I think I saw him at the reception earlier.
Yeah, he's plays for the London City Royals. Of course, they played at London Lions last night, lost by 1 point. So VC's in the house. And of course we had Joel Freeland, former NBA player and EuroLeague player, in the house. Great to see Joel. I had a little chat with him at half time. Well, that's why there's no sound on the audio at half time. I thought, right, that's it, I'm going off, I've got to speak to Joel. He was a great player. Well, thank you, Dave Fenton. We enjoyed commentating tonight. Your side obviously got the victory, so you'll be happy. We missed you Flyers fans. There's a handful here tonight. But we hope next time the Flyers are down in Surrey, you get to see the gang again. But I will be down, hopefully in a few weeks, to a Flyers game. Looking forward to coming down and meeting. There's lovely people. I must admit, I love obviously here at Surrey, but I always enjoy going down to Bristol as well. There's some nice venues around the league. You know, Bristol is one of the greatest venues, but the fans there are wonderful. It's like here, it's one-sided, it's smallish. So when it gets loud in there, it gets really loud, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, when we had that first season game, I was really surprised by how loud it was in there. And the fans are great out there, so I really respect them for that.
They hold on for victory. The Scorchers gave it a great run, but in the end, it's the Flyers who take the win. I just want to thank Jeremy Nanton Hamill for joining me this evening. My name's Niall Gray. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you again soon.